right, we're going to talk about logos, pictures, things of this sort. I'm going to do another video on more in depth on pictures and to reinforce what we're going to go over here. But there is a video that I did as part of the Boss Edition 2 stuff as well within this within the framework of what you bought. So we go here, you'll see different types of pictures. So notice this is a color, it's a grayscale, monochrome, dithered, outline. Remember, if you're a router, you're an engraver, you're a CNC, you're only going to do vectored images. You have to have lines. There is a few router programs that will translate black and white bitmaps, even grayscale bitmaps, but they are expensive. All right, so go here, and I want you to notice I got an original one here. So here's the bitmap. Here is it scanned. Here it is as a hollow. So all I do is I double click here. Now whether I scanned this or whether it was emailed to me doesn't matter as long as it hits that 300 DPI threshold. If not, you can take it within the unit and increase the DPI level. A lot of times I'll work this in coordination with CorelDraw and then bring it over that way. But you're looking for the trace setup or the trace vectorization. Trace setup is different filters. This has some of the most advanced cleanup tools that I've seen for cleaning up vectors. Very, very rarely do I ever use them because if I play around with the filters, I get it to scan cleanly. There's just simply nothing to clean up. So double click here and then close it. And when I close the image, you notice I got an outline there. So if I click here on the outline, there it is. So what we're talking about over here is this is something I ran through PhotoLaser Plus. So I took in the grayscale image, it converted it to a dither, and then it gave me a simulation based on the material I was lasering onto. This right here, the middle one, is the one that you're going to send over to the laser. Whether you send it through the print driver or you send it through LaserWorks, really doesn't matter whether you use the macro up here or you go file and print. But when you see these Mac Daddy perfect photographs, that's how they do it. Whether it's Epilogue, Boss, doesn't matter. All right. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to click on the cowboy here. Now what's important is with the cowboy, with any photograph, do not process and then size and then process, because PhotoLaser Plus is advanced enough to take into coordination to what material you're using, what wattage is your laser, what type of laser, is it Epilogue, or is it a Boss, or is it a Xenetech or whatever, right? So once I select it, I go to transform and I go to photo. Now see, the auto is if I have people, once I set up the filter or they choose one of the stock filters, they never change. So they just click auto. We're going to go into interactive. And notice it processed it that quickly based on the last file I was using. Now I can go in here and play around with these thresholds. I can go in here and play around with the channeling, and I can save this filter under a different name. And when I talk about the filters, what I'm talking about is there is the different filters. This is a stock library, kind of gets you in the ballpark and everything. So then what happens is I'm going to tell it simulation on, and it processes through. Then what happens is when I zoom this, you can see, I mean, it's going to be really nice. Now over here on this one, I want you to notice the difference in the intensity. That was simply a different filter. I simply went in and messed around with the sliders or turned threshold or dither off and on and see what I liked. Every one is going to be a little bit different. As long as you give it enough information to be able to play with, it's going to slam dunk it. And once you stumble on this material and these settings are perfect for this machine, save it. You never have to do it again. And you can put those specific filters on a backup drive, so if you ever crash your hard drive, you're covered. So once you dial it in, similar to an advanced parameter library like the LaserWorks or the LaserCAD for Boss has, or the material libraries that you have with Epilogue or with Trotec, you never have to do it again, especially when you're dealing with something that marries the graphic to the power and speed, or marries the material settings to a different filter. Thank you.